Conducting class discussions effectively. A class discussion is a planned conversation or exchange of ideas in the class conducted under the guidance of the teacher. When organized systematically, it has several benefits. It helps children develop thinking, speaking, and listening skills. Indirectly, class discussions also foster democratic practices of debate and discussion. Class discussions, however, pose certain challenges. The main challenge is that some children may dominate the discussion and others may not participate. Let us see how we can overcome this challenge and take other steps to conduct class discussions effectively. The first step is to establish the norms or rules which will ensure that all children participate. This means that each child should listen attentively when someone is speaking, and each child should feel like voicing her own views. To establish such a classroom environment, it is advisable to decide on a few clear rules. For example, the first rule could be that no child should speak up unless you ask her to do so. Children may raise their hands to speak. Or you may use the no hands up technique, which means that no child should raise hands after you ask a question. You will ask any child to give her views. The second important rule is that when one child is speaking, the entire class should listen to her or him attentively. Some other rules you can decide on are shown on the screen. If these rules are not already well established in the class, it may take some time for all the children to follow the rules consistently. The teacher has to be patient yet firm to ensure that rules are followed. The next step is to decide the question or topic for discussion. The question or topic has to be related to the children's world of experience and should be open-ended so that there could be diverse viewpoints. You can learn more about open-ended questions in another video. Along with the main question, think of the follow-up questions you will have to ask to take the discussion forward. You are now ready to start the discussion. State the question or topic clearly. You may also write it on the board. If the question is complex, it would be advisable to confirm that all the children have understood it. You can do this by asking some children to restate the question. Give the children sufficient time to think and formulate their answers. Avoid giving hints or suggestions unless you think they are absolutely required. But do allow children to ask for clarifications. After sufficient wait time, ask the children to give their views. Call out the names of the children following whatever rule you have set in advance. If a child gives an unclear answer, ask her to rephrase it. If a child speaks in sentences that are grammatically incorrect, avoid correcting the child's language while she is speaking. Instead, after the child has spoken, you may restate her answer in grammatically correct sentences and ask her, "Is that what you meant?" Children may sometimes give answers that are unacceptable for various reasons. For example, they may suggest options that are against basic moral principles, widely accepted social norms, or constitutional values. In such cases, avoid correcting the child. Instead, ask questions that may help the child realize the inappropriateness of her answer. Or you may ask the rest of the class to respond to her answer. Note that follow-up questions are a key part of a rich class discussion. Your follow-up questions should help the children think deeper about the topic. Follow-up questions should also help the children think about points they have overlooked. At the end of the discussion, you may summarize the main points or ask some children to do this. Following these guidelines, let us use class discussions regularly and effectively. See also the video on group discussions, which is another form of discussion based on cooperative learning principles.